This lighting is funny. Dang. All right, I need to relocate again. Maybe around this corner, the lighting will be better. Yep, it's better over here. All right. Post up. All right, we're good to go, I believe. Yes. Yeah, that's better. Okay, what's happening, YouTube? My OCD will not allow me to be in a bad lighting situation. Can't take it. I can't take it. All right, yeah, that looks better. Okie dokie. Now, I gotta be concerned about this internet. All right. Look like it's trying to be on. Come on, come on. Give it to me. Give it to me. There she blows. All right, so we got internet now. Okay. At least I thought we did. Come on. All right, what's happening? Who's on here? All right, Stacy's on here. She ready to go. All right. Let me get this out there. Oh man, come on with this internet. Unreal. Well, anyway, while I'm waiting to get this internet sorted, when I was taking a look at the charts, which I can't see right now because this internet is acting up, but when I was on a moment ago, charts were still looking like they were looking earlier. Still looking a little crazy. All right, come on, charts. This is very, very annoying to me right now. Jeez. There's like it keeps trying to come on. Come on, man. Unbelievable. I'm gonna have to bust another move because this internet is just acting stupid. All right, let me bust a move. It's so tricky when you outside trying to get internet because it's very sensitive. It's like it'll work across the street, but won't work on the other side of the street where you at, which is it's so silly to me. Let me go on the other side of the street and see if it works over here. So silly. But see, I don't like how the lighting is over here. I don't think I like the lighting over here. Maybe I'm being too picky. Well, I'll give the internet a chance. If the internet works over here, I'll stay here. If not, I'm moving again. If not, I'm moving again. Mm-hmm. All right. So far it's working, so I'm gonna just chill right here for a minute. Yeah, let me chill here for a second. Maybe I'll reposition. All right, lighting is not too bad right there. All right, forget it. I'll just stay here. All right, so this chart is still looking crazy to me. Market is still looking crazy. So right before I came on here, I was on Instagram and I was talking about a few things, actually. A few things. I think it was regret. Talking about regret. And that's a topic of conversation that is very important, I believe. And it's probably not spoken of enough, but it has so much to do with the decision-making process that everybody, you know, experiences and goes through, just in general. But let me get this out there, let everybody know I'm over here real quick, and then I'll talk about that. And I also got my charts up. Yeah, so my internet is good where I'm at right now, so I'm gonna just chill right here. Okay. Oh, this, I like this song by Tamia. Tamia is good. Tamia is pretty good. You know how YouTube do. You know how all these platforms be doing. They try to cut me off for playing music. All right, so I got it over there. I just need to put it 2 more places, and then we'll go into this. Put it over here. Okay. All right, so we should be good. Yep, we good. All right, cool. All right, so all about $1. What's happening? What's good? What's good? Yeah, so like I was saying, I was on Instagram a little while ago before I came over here, and we had some conversation going as we looking at this market looking all crazy. So there's not much going on in the market at the moment. So, but a topic of discussion came up that was very, I think, important to actually talk about. Regret. I mean, I'm hot, man. I straight need a baby wipe. This weather be just really switching up on you like out of nowhere for no reason. All right. Regret. Regret is something that you don't want to go through your life afraid to do certain things, right? As a matter of fact, the very things that you're scared of doing are the very things that you should make it your business to do, so that you don't regret not doing it later on in life, right? But it's very tricky when it comes to doing things that could potentially be detrimental to you. This is the part too that a lot of people don't talk about. It's like, all right, if you know that something that you do could result in something negative happening, it would behoove you not to do that. What people will do is they'll try to weigh and they'll try to balance out something crazy, because that thing that they want to do has a thrill side to it, which is the pro side, and then it has the you might get toe up side. Like you really might hurt yourself. It has that side to it. So you got the thrill over here, and then you got the you might die over here, right? So that leads to reckless behavior when people have the thought of, well, you only live once. Like, people will shout YOLO, but YOLO don't mean to do stupidity that could cause you to die or to experience something very detrimental to you, that's hazardous to you. It doesn't mean that. It means that the thing that you're afraid of doing because of whatever reason, like somebody being afraid to speak in front of people, somebody being afraid to sing in front of people. You love to sing, but you're scared to do it in front of other people. You should do it in front of other people. You see what I'm saying? If you love to do something, but you're afraid to do it for a reason, that's the thing that you should do so that you don't regret. You don't do the thing that you might die from, because there's a thrill also. There's a thrill side to it. So now you want to do that because of the thrill side, but you could die from it. It's not smart to do that. I'm not going to regret not bungee jumping. Like, am I making sense? I ain't going to regret not jumping out of a plane. I will not regret that later on in life. I'm not going to regret, climbing the mountain. I'm just not. So, like, I'm kind of putting it in perspective for you so that you understand what I mean when I talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we talk about regret, we're talking more so about the things that you actually love to do. I'm not talking about things that are detrimental to you, that can harm you. Not that. Because what people will do is they'll use those types of things as an excuse to do reckless behavior, right? Oh, you only live once. So here, I'm going to go over here and do this because you only live once. You only live once. So don't do that because you might die. The one life you got, you might lose, stupid. You see what I'm saying? So yo. Oh my goodness. Let me see who's on here. Yeah, market ain't doing nothing. What up, Calvin? Yo, but yeah, like, so you don't do that type of stuff. And it's like, that's what, like, people will confuse you only live once with doing recklessness that could cause you to lose the one life that you got. Nah, we ain't talking about that. YOLO simply means that you only live once, so don't be afraid to do the thing that you actually want to do, but for whatever reason you scared to do. Like, that's more in line with what it actually is. What's up, Benito? That's more so what it is. It's not recklessness. It's not about being reckless. That's why, like, when people look at things and they're like, yeah, well, I figured I'd take a risk. I don't even like that terminology. I don't even like to say I'm going to take a risk. And I'm going to explain why I'm saying that. Hold up, is this battery dying? What the hell's wrong with this thing? No, I got 36%. So what happened to the lighting? I don't know what just happened to the screen, but it's like it just got dim. Something. All right, anyway. The heck was I just saying? The hell was I just talking about? Music said, I'm going to minimize risk. And Jay Carter said, I surely ain't using YOLO for the market. Yes, see, YOLO was not permission for bad behavior. Exactly. Exactly. That's what it is. That's what it is. So when you know, if there's something that you want to do, but you're scared to do it, that's when you should do the very thing that you're scared to do, because you don't want to regret not doing it later. That's what it means. It's not permission to be just doing stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? At all. Jay Carter said, there's no risk when you have skill, not in the market and not for us. And that's that. I want to go into that. And she said the screen is fine. Yeah, okay. So all right, that's what I was about to say. I don't like when people say risk, because when you say risk, you're insinuating that you might lose something. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't want to. Where's that light coming from? There's a light that's coming right here, hit my nose. What is that? Anyway, my OCD is on another level. The risk insinuates that you're going to lose something. So, you know, whenever people say stuff like, yeah, well, I'm ready to risk it all. Why? Why would you be willing? Because what you're really saying is you're willing to lose it all. Does that make sense? Are you really willing to lose it all? And it's like, you're willing to lose it all in exchange for what, though? To gain what? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself when you even sound like that. It's like, wait, hold up. Why am I even saying this? Am I saying this because this is what I hear people saying? Or am I saying this because this is how I actually feel? You know what I mean? And it's like, yes, the gambling mentality. Exactly. And think about somebody that gambles. Think about a gambler's mindset. You willing to bet it all, but why? What are you receiving in return for betting it all, other than the potential to, you know, have a big payday, like, you know, like have a big payout if you win? So what you're saying is that the potential payout is so big that you're willing to risk everything in order to get that potential payout. That doesn't make sense. That's stupid. That's stupid. A poker player only goes all in when he know he gonna win. He don't go all in if he thinks he's gonna lose. If he thinks he might lose, he's not going all in. He might even fold. Like, you following me? That's why the poker player, a real poker player, is not using gambling. They're using their skill. Yo, like, this is crazy, man. It's so, and I'm glad that we bringing this up, because this relate, like, I like when we talk about things that relate to how we are actually engaging in the market. This 100% relates to the way that we engage with the market. 100%. Why do you want to have a gambler's mentality? It's just like if you wanted, what I was talking about when we was on Instagram about practicing. The purpose of you practicing is to continuously develop your skill while there's nothing to do aside from not losing. Give you an example. Right now, this week, no trades for us. No trades for us. Someone on the outside who don't know no better, looking in, is looking at that like, oh, I thought you was the best. I thought y'all was the best. Why y'all ain't have no trades this week? I thought you could trade in any market. No, you can't trade in any market. You cannot trade in any market. You see what I'm saying? Just like you wouldn't bet your whole pot on just any hand. If you got any sense, if you just straight retarded, you'll do that. If you a straight gambler and you like, oh, well, how much can I win? How much can I win? I can 10x. Oh, I'm going all in. That's stupid. It's not backed up by anything. Why would the only reason that you want to go all in be because you can 10x your money? Why would that be the reason that you go all in? That's stupid. You see what I'm saying? That's stupid. And it's like, this is what happens to people when they are fueling the gambling mindset that they have. They continue to elevate stupidity. And it's like, well, damn, how far can you really go being stupid? You can go far, far, far. You go so far that you literally lose all of your money. Like, people become sick because they're fueling that mindset. And this is what it is. It's psychology. It don't have nothing to do with nothing else. It's your psychology and your mindset. This is why it takes repetition and training to undo that. Because if that's how your mindset is, you almost can't help it because you have fueled it for so long. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you fueled it for so long that has become your habit. You can't even help yourself. So to undo that takes so much. This is why anybody that comes into training with us, and there have been a couple of people that I know for a fact, they had to be a gambler before they got here. Like, I'm talking about real gambling, like Vegas and Atlantic City gambling at the table, playing craps, that type of gambling. They had to be like that. Just from conversations that I've had, I'm like, yo, you got to stop. Like, you're here to learn how to be patient and to develop your discipline. There's a reason for that. The reason for that is to keep you away from that which can hurt you, that which can be detrimental to you when it comes to this market. Don't just see the opportunity to make money in the market. You have to understand that we're using skill to get that money. We're not gambling to get it. This is why people never fully understand the market, because they just put it in the box with gambling. They'll say, oh, well, that's gambling. Oh, you trade them binaries? Oh, yeah, that's gambling. You're saying that it's gambling because you don't even understand what gambling is. In the first place, you don't even know what gambling is. If you knew what gambling was, you would know that that's not what we do. As a matter of fact, we're on the extreme opposite side of the spectrum. It's crazy, man. Let me read some of these comments real quick. J. Carr said, if you're trading for the excitement, then it's an expensive hobby, not a career. Music said, you're speaking to my life right now. 100% market and 100% life. They are the same, my brother. They are the same. The market is the mirror of ourselves. Come on, man. We're the best at not losing. Music said, I'm so depressed right now. Music, you really depressed? He said, I mean, I do like it. I just can't press like. Oh, J. Carly's reaching out. Okay. He said that this is helping. See, that's another reason why I like to do this, because like, this is a very high energy level that we are functioning on. And to not push this out and to put this information and the vibration out, I would be doing a disservice to somebody out there that might need this. It could be somebody that watches the replay of this, and there can be one or two things that I say or that was said throughout this engagement that could be the one thing that helps to change somebody's mindset completely. Just like that. It's just a trigger. That's why I always just let it go. That's why I come on live with y'all. Because when we get together like this, the energy level and the vibration starts to move. And ain't no telling what's going to come out of it and who is going to help. That's great. Look at what Music just said. He said that he's depressed and this is helping. Like, and I don't even know what it is that you know, is your issue or what's going on with you. But I know that The vibration and the energy in the universe that we live in is a real thing. And everything that we're doing functions off of it. So you got low vibration and you got high vibration. This is high vibration. That's why it elevates you. This brings you higher. Mind you, you're capable of doing everything that we talk about by yourself, but you don't necessarily have the means to do it. Sometimes somebody has to constantly repeat the same thing into your subconscious. This is why we train the way that we do. This is how our training is designed. That's why we go to sleep when we train. We get to put the earbuds in, go to bed with the training playing. Because it's the repetition that is helping you to change and to transition into the higher mindset that you need to be in and that you ultimately want to be in. It's so crazy, man. But that right there is a very touchy topic too. You know, people talking about risk and talking about like having a gambling mentality and that type of stuff. That's real, man. Because it becomes addiction too. It literally becomes addiction. J. Carter said, I know all about what you're going through. Mark and TeamAlliance changed my life. No lie. We got you. She telling the truth, man, all day. Rhonda says, trading with knowledge and skill cancels the fear of loss. Rhonda. All right, J. Carly. Music said it's definitely helping. You hit home when you said you're gambling and you don't even know that you are. Man, I'm telling you. And see, there are a lot of people that are in that mindset. Way more than you think. Like, you're not alone. It's way more people in that mindset than not. That's what we're dealing with. There's a large percentage of people in that mindset, which is crazy because it's like, well, damn. A lot of people like that, man. You know, that's even another reason that it just motivates me more to even talk about this type of stuff, because I know that it's relevant. It's relevant, and it's actually something that somebody is going through right now. Same thing that we do, you know, when we're on training. I always encourage everybody to ask questions, to ask the question that they're scared to ask. I'm like, don't be scared to ask your question, because whatever you don't understand, I guarantee you that somebody else don't either. And when you ask the question, when the answer comes, it's for you and for them. It's not just for you. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like it's selfish to not ask. It's selfish to not open yourself up to receiving help or receiving the answers that you need at the time. Because it's not just about you. And the more that we think like that, where we're in a giving instead of a taking and receiving frame of mind, you'll see all of these things die down. Fear of loss, you know, the addiction to wanting to make money and win, and the willingness to put money on the line and risk money that you don't even have. I had a conversation with somebody earlier today. They told me, oh, you know, I had to fall back because I lost rent money. What? How real is that? And I'm like, see, you're telling me that you lost rent money. And mind you, this is somebody that has been exposed to this knowledge already. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like you get exposed to this and you immediately cut it off and stop all of the shenanigans and just cut everything off. That's not what happens. What happens is you have to continue to remain in this environment and remain around it, so that the repetition of it eventually helps you to transition out of that place that you're in. That's a place that you're in. That mindset That state of mind is a place that you're in. It's like a hell. And the only way to get taken out of there is to be in the environment where you're around the opposite of that. You have to be. You got to be exposed to the right environment. Just be around the right environment. It's like being around the right people. Like, all right, you don't want to do certain things. Remove yourself from that environment and put yourself in an environment where it's not that. It's the opposite of that. That's the only way that you're going to be able to transition, because it's the repetition of the knowledge and you hearing it and you keep hearing it over and over again. Certain things is hitting your nerve and just, you know that it's directly for you. And it hits home. It's like, bow, oh, snap. Like, damn, that's me. Like, you're just sitting here listening. You're like, that's me. Sometimes you need to hear someone tell you that is you, so that you have the beginning and the foundation of what you need in order to change it. You see what I'm saying? How are you going to change if you in denial? How are you going to change if you're not even aware of it? You don't even know that you're doing it. Come on, man. That's why this is life lessons. Like, it's bigger than just the market and trading. These are life lessons that we be doing. Right. Music said, willpower alone doesn't work. Rhonda said that's some good stuff there. Some real life skills, not just in trading. Absolutely. Absolutely. See, because what I've come to realize about the market and trading, the ability for you to trade is like being in a car. Like, you're inside of a vehicle. You can trade. Just like if you're in the car for real, now the question is, well, where are you going? Like, you're in the car, but what's your destination? Okay, that's your destination. Cool, got it. So now we know where we're going, right? Now, how are we going to get there? There's a lot of ways to get there. We could take the long way. We could take the fast way. And then we can just take this way. So you got all of these options to get to the same destination in the car, in the vehicle. This is I'm explaining the dynamic of trading. So you, as someone in the car, you can get to your destination, and you will get to your destination, but it's how you're getting there. You can take the scenic route. You can take the quick route and just hurry to get there, right? But if you try to get there and you're speeding, you got to remember you in a car and you're speeding. If you're speeding and you rushing to get there, you may not get there in one piece. You mess around and crash the car. You see the point that I'm making? So it's all of these different variables that are involved, and we just established that you're just in a car going somewhere. But so many different things can happen on the way to the destination. And for the most part, everything that happens is as a result of the choice that you made and the path that you took to get there. Come on, man. Come on. Then you hit it right on the head. Take the scenic route. Nice and slow. See what I'm saying? Why are you rushing to get there? Why? You take the scenic route, you get to see all of the beauty on the way there. You think it's beautiful when you get there. What if you see all of the beauty while you're getting there? Come on, man. Come on. And that's what it represents. So, you know, like anytime that we're talking like this, the reason that it relates so much to life is because it is life. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with an actual vehicle that is going to be able to take you to your destination. And the question is, how do you want to get there? Yo. You know, this is some powerful information. My phone straight overheated. Overheated. Set the phone on fire. Crazy. It's too hot, man. This knowledge is too hot. Let me try to get back on here. So let me see what battery I got. I got 22%. Should hold me down. Man, it was getting good. It's getting good. You have audio, right? Y'all can still hear? I think I'm gonna turn this charger on. Where is it at? 21%. Okay, cool. But yeah, so trying to remember what I was about to say. I know I was talking about being in the vehicle, right? Taking the scenic route. That's like the last thing I remember saying. But yeah, so, I think I remember now. The way that trading relates to life is because it is life. It really is an amazing realization. Like, this is something that you have to realize for yourself. But once you do realize it, it's like you're totally empowered and you are in position to change the dynamic of your life. Trading is one of the vehicles that anyone can use. And it's so funny that so many people try to use it, but they fall short because of their misunderstanding of the market. They don't understand the market, so instead of them reaping the fruit and the reward of what trading offers and makes available to us, they experience the downside of it. They experience the cons. And it's simply just because of their inability to interpret the market, the same way that people have a hard time interpreting life. And isn't that crazy? Like, it's so crazy that that's what it is. People are living their life and they're not connecting the dots in life. And it contributes to so much struggle and pain that we experience in our lives. It's never cut and dry. It's very intricate and it's very detailed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just a simple, oh, is this? No, it's a lot that contributes to and goes into the reason behind why you are the way that you are. Why do you think the way that you think? Why do you experience the things that you go through? It's like, what's the reason behind it? Is it more so you, or is it more so the environment around you? And what it is the way that you respond to the environment around you. So it is you. It's you, and you have the choice to remove yourself from an environment and put yourself in a different environment. And the reason that your environment is so important is because your environment is reinforcing something. Your environment is reinforcing something. That's what it is. The question is, what is it reinforcing? You see? So That's why it's just like how somebody is self-aware enough to know that they can't be in a certain environment because they will succumb to the environment, right? Oh, I don't drink anymore. I'm not hanging out in the bar. You see what I'm saying? Somebody that used to drink that don't drink anymore don't want to hang out in the bar. They shouldn't hang out in the bar because they know that if they are put in that environment that they could succumb to the environment. So they're self-aware enough to know, nah, I'm not going to the bar. I'm good. I'm over here. I'm going to the juice bar. You see what I'm saying? They made a conscious choice to remove themselves from that environment so that they can transition into something else. I want to not drink anymore. I don't want to drink no more. I'm not going to the bar with you. You see what I'm saying? Music said you have to keep your vehicle maintained too. Yep. T says, but they have to master that aspect of themselves. Exactly. And all right, here. And that right there that T just said, that is 100% true. Now the question is, how do you do that? How can you master a part of yourself when you're weak? You see what I'm like? How do you master the thing that can actually save you if you don't have the strength to do it? How do you do that? T said meditation and self-reflection. Definitely. What is that doing for you? Like when you meditate, what are you actually doing? And this is a good conversation to have. This is powerful stuff right here. When you meditate, what are you actually doing? You're literally doing something. And I want to see what your response is to that, because I'm gonna elaborate on what I know about meditation specifically. Why is the internet still acting funny over here on this computer? I think I need to close some of the stuff out. T says, quieting your mind from distractions and the emotional trauma that got you there in the first place. Joshua said, you're communicating with your subconscious. All About a Dollar says, being in the moment. Wow. Y'all are hitting it. Y'all are hitting it. Now, to build on that, let me see. T says, quieting your mind from distractions. Let's look at that for a second. He said distractions and emotional trauma that got you there in the first place. Listen to what he said. Quieting your mind from distractions. What does that sound like? What distracts you? Like, just think about it. Abdul said, becoming in tune with yourself and your surroundings. So Abdul is saying that meditation is becoming in tune with yourself and your surroundings. Cell says becoming one with yourself and letting a higher power show you the true path. These are good. These are good. See, all of this is opening up your actual understanding of what it is that we're talking about. Right now, we're talking about meditation, right? And what it does. What it is and what it does. This is powerful stuff. T said the illusion of this world is the distraction. Those are powerful words. He said the illusion of this world is the distraction. Yo, y'all giving me so much to talk about right now. I could go into any aspect of these things right here. Dang. I was about to go somewhere, but I don't even know if I'm gonna go there. I might go somewhere else. Hold up. Benito said, if you're not mentally strong, then you can go to the gym and get physically strong. You got to start somewhere. That's hard right there too. Because your physical is connected to your mental, ain't it? Whoa. This is powerful stuff, man. This is powerful stuff. I'm just letting y'all go because what you're saying right now is crazy. Let me close some of this stuff out. This thing right here. What the heck? He said, go there. We need to hear it. T says, this leads right back to the market. Don't go for the illusions the market will throw at you. That's all right. So that's the second time I heard illusions. I think I'm gonna go there a little bit. Music said, I found that meditation releases the blockages of the law of attraction. Abdul says, I do yoga and I found that everything around me, including my physical body, actually speaks to me. So I listen and then respond. Cell says, knowing you are here, you exist, you are everything. Without you, there is nothing. Living in the moment, remembering yourself, waking up and always doing what's right. Wow. Abdul said it's similar to trading, in my opinion. And Abdul was talking about the yoga. Wow, this is deep stuff that you're talking about right now. Body and your mind is one. Illusions. Illusions. I want to go somewhere with that. An illusion is a false perception, right? It's something that you perceive to be real, but it's not real. We can continue, even just in that direction. What's real? What does real mean? Real is whatever your mind accepts to be real. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Abdul said, I'm done. I came to get some gems from you. I got gems from you. Perception. Uh-oh. You heard what I just said, right? Real is what you perceive to be real. So an illusion is something that not only you perceive to be real, an illusion is something that you're seeing that does exist, but you are judging what it is. And your judgment of it determines whether it's a detriment or it is going to be something that will progress you and actually be something that works on your behalf. This is how much power that you have as an individual, as a human being, as a spiritual being. You not only create the illusion, but you determine whether or not the illusion becomes real and manifested in your life. It's just like something that happened. You know how people, all right, let me go somewhere with it so I come back to it. You know how people will say, yo, that's not true. It's like, well, what's true? What do you mean true? It's not true. In other words, that's not what happened. Okay, so what happened? Then they give you their what? They give you their version of what happened. Here we go again. So now you're listening to a version of something that was observed. They saw something happen and they're giving you their version of what they saw. So when they say to you, no, that's not what happened, and then they tell you what did happen, what they're telling you is what they perceived to have happened. They're giving you their version of real. This is crazy because, look, that's so crazy because now, let's say that two people give you two different versions, and they're going to be two different versions because they're two individual people. They're giving you their individual perception of what they saw. So now, because they're giving you what they saw and you didn't observe it yourself, you are faced with the decision-making process once again. You're going to believe one or the other, or you're not going to believe either one of them. You can also choose that. So now it's not about what's true from the perspective of how everyone perceives truth. In other words, it's like if two people tell the same story, you saying, no, that's not true. You saying it is true. Who's right? They're both right and they're both wrong. What do I mean by that? Because I don't have to believe either one of them because I didn't see it for myself. So I don't have my own perception of it. So if I don't have my own perception, I don't have anything to really 100% believe in. So either I believe in neither one of them, or I believe in one of them. One or the other. I'm not going to believe both. I'm going to pick one. Whoever I pick, if that's who I decide to believe in, guess what I just did? I just gave my choice to the person that I believed. So now what they told me becomes real to me. So you just created real. You just literally created your own reality based on somebody else's perception, not even your own. It wasn't even what you saw. You didn't even see it. You're believing what he said he saw. Yo, let me see what y'all talk about. Oh my goodness. This is crazy, man. It's crazy. T said, so what really happened? Music said, I'm so glad I came on here today. T said, you're going to believe what you choose to believe based on your own limitations of awareness. Exactly. Exactly. And that's why, that's one of the reasons why it's very difficult for anyone to accept anything absolutely. If you notice, none of you accept something absolutely as it is, as it's presented to you. You don't just accept it absolutely, no questions, nothing. You don't do that. What do? You accept a level, or I should say you accept it to a degree, and then you got to ask your own questions based on where you are. Your questions are coming out of a space and an environment that you're in. The environment that you're in is creating the questions that you're asking about what was given to you. It's just like if somebody gave you something that is gonna hands down bless you. Like, this is gonna be totally great for you. Here you go. And now you have it, you still got questions about it. Well, how do I actually use this? What's the best way to do it? Should I do it this way? Well, what time should I do it? What's the best day to do it? Should I turn it around? You're asking questions based on your own environment that you're in. The environment that you're in is the environment that you created through your choices and the way that you have navigated the world around you. So you just like, I know that you've heard this before, you create your own world. Like, you don't even realize really what that means. You literally create your own world by observing the world. Because it's your perception of the world that is your world. Just like if you see the glass half empty, you're looking at what's missing. Versus seeing the glass half full, you're looking at what's there. Come on, man. Yo. Music said, Martin Luther said, what is truth? Way back in the 1500s, this is real life. When we can drop our prejudices, bias, false beliefs, and stop thinking and just observe what is truly there right in front of our face, then you have reality. See, what that is right there, what you just described is what everyone calls God. Ooh, did he say that? What you just described is what everybody calls God. That's exactly what that is. Dollar said, also your past experience can play a part on who you believe. Of course. It's called influence. Remember, there are levels to reality, not just one level, different degrees and realms of existence. Of course, because it goes to show you how intricate that we are as human beings, because just the human being is ridiculously intricate. There's so many layers to you. Just think about who you are. Think about what you do, what we're doing right now. Right now, I'm awake, right? I'm up. I can see, I can hear, I can feel. I'm utilizing my senses to navigate the outside of my body, my physical body right now. If I taped up my lips, I could still talk and I could still hear myself talking. I can sit here just like this. And I'm still talking and hearing myself talk. What part of me is talking, first of all, and what part of me is hearing myself talk? And my lips are not moving. And this is like this is what I'm saying. Everybody is able to do this. Yo. It's so crazy, man. T said the glass is always full, half air, half water. Uh-oh, he went up. He took it up. We are a universe all to ourselves. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. And see, this is where, see, now we're getting into how people create fear. Fear is not something that exists standalone by itself. You create fear. The fear that you speak of is a self-creation. Just like the ability to overcome that fear is a self-creation. So not only are you the problem, but you're the solution to the problem at the same time. And this is why, and I'm going to say this, but I'm not even being like funny or being religious about what I'm about to say. But listen, the idea of church. What is church? In church, it's a body of people that congregate together and they're doing something. Think about that. It's a group. And within that group, everyone is tuning in to the same vibration. Because just think about regular church that you go to. When you go to church, what happens? You got music, right? Everybody's singing. And everybody is singing certain words, praises, right? On the same accord. Everybody's singing the same song at the same time. Right? Together in a group. What is that doing? So the idea of when you congregate together, you're now simultaneously channeling energy. You're pulling energy into the group. And what happens is the individuals inside of the group are now feeding off of the energy that's being pulled in. So anyone in the group that happens to be the weak part of the group becomes strong now. Like this is why Jesus said, let the weak say I'm strong. What was he talking about? He's talking about when you are a part of the environment where the vibration is, you're going to get strong because you're pulling the strength to you. You don't even know that that's happening. That's why when you, just like I was saying earlier, you have to remove yourself from the environment that's detrimental to you and put yourself in the environment that is going to allow you to grow. That's what TeamAlliance is doing. You see what I'm saying? TeamAlliance is the environment. Just like why are we talking about this right now? Where did this even come from? None of us planned on talking about this right now, but there's a reason that we're talking about it right now because we're on the vibration. So it just comes out. It's organic, effortlessly. And it's there, boom, instantly to help somebody who needs it right now at this point in time. Come on, man. Come on, man. T said that's where we worship God or a higher power, universal intelligence. That's all it is. It's all the same. All the same. What's up, Rob? Got my man Rob Frazier on. Come on, man. This is what I'm talking about, the vibes, man. See, and then everything lines up and happens at the perfect time. So everything that we talk about when it comes to the market and talking about trading and talking about everything that we're doing, it's all interconnected. All of it. You can't separate yourself from it. That's why we win. So it's like as you begin to win and be successful at what you're doing, that's when your life begins to reflect what you're doing because they're intertwined. They're one and the same. You can't separate them. You can't separate them. Come on, man. Them epiphanies, yeah. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. It's one and the same. And then it's so crazy because, and I know that there's plenty of people that talk about it, like law of attraction. It is a law. You're doing law of attraction whether you realize that you're doing that or not. And the attraction is happening on the vibration that you're on. So once again, if you want to change what you're attracting to you, you have to remove yourself from the environment that you're in and put yourself in the environment that you want to be in to attract what you want to come to you. Come on, man. Manifestation. Everything is connected. Right now. If we're truly awakened, then we will see exactly what the market wants you to do. Boom. Boom. It gets to the point where as soon as you get on the chart, like when you get on the chart, you know exactly what to do and what not to do. Either we're going to make profits or we're going to keep our profits that we've already made. And it becomes an art. Now it's like, well, damn. So you telling me that you guys either win or you're not losing? Yeah, that's what happens. And I prefer to do that. I would rather not even be in the market at all, because I know, and this has to do also with self-awareness. If you know how you are, then you have to do everything that you can to keep yourself away from what it is that is detrimental to you. Like for me personally, I hate to lose. Like I cannot stand losing. You know what I'm saying? So throughout the development of everything that I've done when it comes to the market and just things in general in life, I've always positioned myself in a way where I'm trying to figure out how not to lose. I'm not that concerned about the winning part. I know that the winning part is going to reveal itself. It would have to. I'm more concerned about, well, how can I just avoid losing? Because I don't like the feeling that I get when I lose. Then it goes somewhere else. And that's when, I would say that was the moment for me where I shifted onto the vibration that we're on now. And it is a vibration. It's literally a vibration that you're on. And what happens is, being in this environment, just like right now, I'm doing a live in the car. 2-something in the afternoon. It's like, well, why? I don't know why. I just decided to come on. And all of this came out. And this is why I like to do it, because I like to capture all of the stuff that comes off the vibration. It is no telling what's going to come off. And now this is going to be recorded. And now it's here for somebody else to get to later on. Come on, man. Come on. It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. All day. That's true wisdom. All day. That's what it is, man. But anyway, this phone is overheating, man. This thing is about to cut off again. This thing is about to cut off again. What's up, Adam? Adam, you gotta watch the replay of this live. Oh my gosh. I don't think we ever went in like this. This was crazy today. It's so many nuggets on here today. It's crazy. Yeah, this battery's dying. All right, y'all. So let me get out of here. So I will see the majority of you on training later, and everybody else, I will holler, man. Yeah, definitely. Definitely watch the replay, man. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Deuces.